The pleasure of the audience should be that they get to speak the language of the film and get it.
Language is a product of intimacy. It is people coming together and agreeing on definitions for different pieces of discourse, which can be kind of romantic. For example, I call my partner honey,
Hi, honey.
And my partner responds. In doing this, we are agreeing that honey no longer only means honey the food, or honey the 2003 Jessica Alba picture. Honey now also means honey my partner. We have given the piece of discourse that is honey a new definition. Same with January 4th. It is no longer just the 4th day of January, it is so much more. To us, it is something grand, something spectacular. It is our anniversary. Honey and January 4th continue to exist as words outside of our relationship, but when we're together, those pieces of discourse carry more meaningful definitions. A couple's intimacy often results in a semi-new language that both partners use to show a unique kind of affection, the kind of affection that kissing doesn't always show.
This would take a little too long to explain, so I won't.
This semi-new language, one in which a pencil means something too complicated to explain, only works in what Frances Ha calls a couple's
secret world that exists right there in public, unnoticed, that no one else knows about.
Frances shares a secret world with her best friend Sophie, and one way they built the secret world was language.
Ahoy, sexy. Are you around this week?
In the world of their relationship, Ahoy Sexy goes from being an odd pickup line to an endearing greeting.
Ahoy, sexy!
This manipulation of language works in their world, but not in the real world, as evidenced by Rachel's reaction to the greeting.
Ahoy, sexy! Oh, hey.
Rachel is not in Frances and Sophie's secret world, so she is confused by Ahoy Sexy, much like she is confused by Frances's insistence on fighting.
Hey, have you ever done where you, play fight? Why?
Fighting in the real world, in the one Rachel inhabits, means aggressive contact, so she doesn't want to engage. But in Frances and Sophie's world, fighting means play. It is a sign of affection. As director Céline Sciamma said in an interview for The Independent, quote, "A relationship is about inventing your own language."
Oh my God! The yearbook picture.
You've got the jokes, you've got the songs. You have this anecdote that's going to make you laugh 3 years later. It's this language that you build, this language that you're not going to speak with anybody else. Unquote. So, do all lovers feel like they're inventing something? Yeah. Honey means partner, January 4th means anniversary. Ahoy Sexy means hey love, and fighting means play. Intimate couples distort pre-existing language to build a secret world for each other. And it is also a way intimate films like Portrait of a Lady on Fire can build a secret world for itself and its audience.
I was born at 11:12 p.m.
All right, unless you're into numerology, numbers are purely functional.
2 cups sugar, 1
You use them to count, measure, and label, but cinema has the power to make the purely functional
Dites-moi un chiffre.
poetic.
28.
Before Portrait, page numbers like page 28 were just ways to keep track of where you were in a book. But after this scene, page 28, the page number, evolves into page 28, the canvas. And after watching all of Portrait, the page number becomes something more. It becomes a noun, a love letter, a way for distant lovers to say, still thinking of you. If the film is effective, then the object will retain its new definition long after the film ends. It's happened already with me. I'm reading some random book or article, I arrive at page 28, and I start thinking of the 2 star-crossed lovers in Portrait. Start thinking of my own star-crossed experiences, and feeling echoes of the emotions felt while watching the movie, I start tearing up. A number is breaking my heart. Cinema's ability to endow something as mundane as a page number with poetic value was what excited critics like Louis Aragon most about cinema. So I have a confession. This essay has mostly been a regurgitation of a piece Aragon wrote way back in 1918 called On Decor. In the essay, he observes that on the screen, objects that were a few moments ago sticks of furniture or books or cloakroom tickets are transformed to the point where they take on menacing or enigmatic meaning. Aragon celebrated films that spoke of daily life and managed to raise to a dramatic level a banknote on which our attention is riveted, a bottle that on occasion becomes a weapon, a page number that doubles as a love letter. I added that last one, but there is no doubt in my mind that Aragon would have appreciated Portrait unshackling page 28 from its functional definition and letting it become part of the language spoken in the secret world inhabited by Eloise, Marianne, and you, the viewer. Cinema can do what lovers do. It can take appliances like a dishwasher, a gesture like Murphy's, elements like rain, colors like red, shoes like Rosie's or Dorothy's or Gum's, food like Peaches, Ratatouille, a buffet, by projecting objects onto the canvas that is the big screen and tying that object to a narrative. Cinema creates a secret world in which only you and it know that page 28 means so much more than page 28. In telling stories, it might be useful to think back on what attracted Aragon to film. Are objects as lifeless as page numbers given a heartbeat by way of symbolism? If so, then the film is inviting viewers to engage in the intimate process that is building a language, and if viewers are in an intimate relationship with your film, then they will likely never forget it. Thanks for watching.